What's going on, guys? It's James The Yorkshire Modeller back with you again. We now have issue 6 of the Titanic from Hachette. So this is really going along quite well, this build. It's been very easy up to now. There's not been any really major issues. Obviously, issue 1, that was my mistake, my fault. Like I said, I've not got that yet because I've just recorded issues 1 to 6 all in about 3 hours. Today's the 13th of July. It's the hottest day in recorded history today. It's bloody roasting. But anyway, so with issue 6, firstly, this talking the Giant of the Sea section is about the Titanic's boilers. Then A Date with Destiny is Violet Constance Jessup. The Edwardian era is Treasures of a Bygone Age. So I love this picture of the Titanic because it just shows the decay of what we are building and what she is like now, which is sad. Then we've got the hull section and the engine parts. So the engine parts is pretty much the same as what we did in the last issue. So that I'm just going to kind of breeze over with you. That initial bit anyway. Then we actually attach it onto the engine assembly that we've done. And then last bit is just to attach the 2 hull panels together. So this is the other hull panel we get with this one. And this already has Titanic kind of put on. It's not like a panel that we have to attach. So let's get set up. Let's get started with issue 6. So like I say, you've still got this, which is the assembly from the previous issue just there. We're going to do exactly the same thing with this one. So we've got the same 2 details that we can just push down and on, that one and then that one. And it's exactly, like I say, the instructions are literally exactly the same for this bit. Just to get everything together on this valve rods, with the valve rods rather. So, where's my things? There they go. So, basically, that's what it'll look like when you've finished it. Now, what I need to do, because I'm an idiot and I forgot to grab it before I started recording, I'm just going to grab the engine. Not far away, but anyway. So this is the engine that we have up to now. So you can see there all of the details on this one. Now these bits are going to go into some more of these pins here, so that you can turn the engine and it will look nice as it's turning. Now, I have a slight issue because mine doesn't turn. It only turns one way. It won't turn much past the other, so I don't know whether that's going to be a problem if it's meant to go the other way and it only gets to there and then it locks. I'm sure there'll be a reason. Right, so we've got the bit that we've done in this issue up to now. We've got the engine assembly here. So what we need to do is line these 4 these 4 little pegs along here need to line up with the bits along here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where these need to line up to. So part 3, take the engine assembly from issue 3, position it on your work surface as shown with the flywheel 3N, that's this bit here, that bit there, facing at the right hand end. Place the shafts with the connectors on the work surface so that the open grips on the valve rod 6B are all facing upwards, which would be like that anyway. Fit the grips around the bars on the crankshaft as indicated by arrows. The inset below shows the valve rods fitted in the crankshaft. So let's just clip these in. So if I just turn that so you can see what I'm doing here. So there's 1 hole there, 1 hole there, and then if I turn that again, there's another hole there and another hole there. Now, they're the ones that we're lining everything up to. So all you do is, like this. I'll get that in position. Like that. Just get the angle right. There we go. That's 1 clipped on. That's 2. Come on, go in, you little sod. That's 3. And that's 4. So there you can see they're all on and they're all attached. There. Now, right, identify the 4 holes in the port side column. So the 4 holes are, you can see them all running along there, basically where between my fingers there and there. Lift the shaft as indicated by the arrows so that you can fit the pegs on the shaft, 5C, into the holes, pushing them firmly in place. The photograph on the left on the instructions shows the shaft in place. Test the operation of the shafts by following the instructions on the next page when you have tested it. If necessary, apply a little super glue to the pegs to hold them securely in place. So what you do, those pegs there, that you can see running all along, have to line up with those 4 holes. So I'm wondering how this is actually going to work, because there we go, that's it. I'll just turn that a little bit. Just getting those all lined up like that. Push that in there, push that in there, push that one in there, that one in there. You might just have to turn that crank a little bit, because I just have had to turn it to make it move, so I could get those all pushed in. But they're all pushed in nicely now, so you can see that on there. Now, to test the operation of the crankshaft and connected parts, hold the assembly upright with the flywheel at the top. So holding it just like this, basically, with the flywheel just there. Carry out a functional test of the crankshaft and connected parts. Turn the flywheel anti-clockwise as indicated and see the action. Do not turn the flywheel clockwise. So if I turn that anti-clockwise, that is not turning very well. If I turn it clockwise, it works fine. But if I turn it anti-clockwise, there we go. I've got stuck. So if I keep turning that anti-clockwise, I'll just show you on this camera here. You can see all the parts turning. And everything seems to be moving pretty well there. Yeah. I think I know what's stopping it moving. I think if this shaft moves too far that way, it locks itself. But once it's been moved back into a reasonable position, then it just works freely then. So that's absolutely fine. That's brilliant. Right. That is that bit all done. That is the engine for this part sorted. Next is the hull. So, with the hull assembly, we take the bottom of the hull from the issue 5, and we take the top of the hull, this one, from issue 6. Take the hull sections 5A for supply with the previous issue and the hull section 6A. The parts fit together so that the tabs on part 5A fit over the screw holes in 6A. Fit these together with 2 DM screws. So what you're trying to do is you want to get them lined up like this, and it's those 2 there will line up with those 2 there, and that just clips on just like that. And then all I'll do is get these DM screws, one in there. Right, so that's tightened up, that's tightened up. Okay, so that is the sections of the hull sorted. So this section of the hull has got the same pattern down it, like Lego brickwork, but obviously this is slightly longer than what we've done previously. So if we line these parts up, I'm kind of hoping that they'll all line up fairly... Oh, they do line up fairly well. I think they are going to need some manoeuvring to get them to sit properly, but that is the sort of view that we're looking at the moment. This is good. I like this. I really like this. Right, guys, so hopefully by the time you see this video, I will have already redone issue 1 and sorted the deck issue out that I had there, and I will have actually subscribed. So these issues I bought off eBay, and I'm subscribing to the full partwork very soon, a couple of days' time. So, with issue 7, we get a catwalk, frame, support, and screw fixing screws. So this is obviously more to do with the internals now. So not loads in there, but we're going to be getting a fair bit. Now these videos, issues 1 to 7, are probably going to be weekly. I know that when Hachette first released this, they did 1 issue every fortnight until issue 9, and then they went up to weekly. Now, I've got the first 6 issues obviously already. I might be able to get the next few on eBay as well and just get them and then subscribe from a slightly later issue. I don't know. I'm going to see how things go. But the point is, I'm enjoying it. It's a model of this scale I wanted to do for a very long time. So, please remember to like, share and subscribe to The Yorkshire Modeller for more weekly model building geekiness, and I'll see you in the next video, which should be up very soon. So until then, happy modelling and stay safe. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. You can click on the link on the left for this model's playlist. You can click on the link on the right for the YouTube recommends, or you can click on the link in the centre to subscribe to The Yorkshire Modeller. I'll see you next time, guys.